you today? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, so today we are going to do something that I've never tried. I'm making it up as I go, so we're going to see how this goes. So it's going to be a pasta dish, so this should be a lot of fun. Oh, for those of you who this is your first time, my name is Tammy. I am the owner of Red Jasper Wellness. I apologize also because there is a guest in my house, and that means Maverick and Molly will probably bark a lot. So hopefully they don't do too much. It's fine. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a broccoli pesto sauce. So again, I just thought of it up on a whim. I had some extra pasta. I had some extra vegetables, and I was like, screw it, let's give it a try. Pesto is pretty easy. If you don't know, it's the green sauce made out of basil that you can see at most restaurants, Italian restaurants. They're usually made with Parmesan and oil and cheese and pine nuts, and can be pretty pricey because of that. I'm not using pine nuts though, so don't worry about that. This should be a very quick and easy sauce for you to make, and then we're just going to make a quick pasta out of it, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to start off first off with is a head of cooked broccoli. I roast mine. I don't suggest using frozen broccoli because once you get it in the microwave and it's done, it's going to be all waterlogged, so you're not going to get, it's going to be a lot of liquid in there. So I roasted mine. I also roast the stems. I never let it go to waste. So what you'll do is when you cut off the head of the broccoli, what you can do is just take the edges and slice off that real hard coarse part, throw it in your oven. I threw this in for 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. I checked it around 20. So we're going to start off with a whole head of broccoli into your food processor. You can use a blender if you have it. That could work as well. I am going to use, this is roughly about a cup of basil. Now I'm using Thai basil, which has a slight peppery taste to it instead of regular basil, because I have a Thai basil plant in my living room that's actually doing really well. Fingers crossed, I haven't killed it yet. So we're going to use this as our basil instead. And because I'm using broccoli, I don't have to go too heavy. A lot of pestos will call for 2 cups of basil. All right, we're going to go with, of course, garlic. I won't use all of this garlic, but this is a whole head that I roasted. If you ever want a really fragrant garlic, so what you'll do is the whole bulb, it's called a head, you cut the top of it off, and then you wrap it in some tin foil, and you throw that in the oven alongside your broccoli, and it makes it very soft. A lot of people will use them for a paste on some garlic bread. It's really good. So I'm just going to use about 4, 5 cloves of garlic. So like I said, I'm not going to use pine nuts. I'm using walnuts instead. So about half a cup of walnuts. Throw that in there. And then because it's all kind of dry and I'm not using oil, I'm going to be using, of course, my vegetable stock, which I made fresh yesterday. I'm just going to throw in a little splash. And then when it starts to whirl, we'll go add some more in there. A little bit of lemon juice as well. Just throw that in there. Dijon mustard, weirdly enough, makes really good pesto. So I'm going to throw in probably about, I think that's about a tablespoon. I don't ever measure anything if you can't tell. I wonder where Aubrey is today. For you, if you have been here, you know Aubrey's my go-to. Alright, and then nutritional yeast instead of my cheese. So it's about 2.5-ish tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and of course salt. Throw that in there. What's nice about this is that all this extra stuff, all the seasoning. Oh, hello! Speak of the devil, Aubrey is here. Hello, Aubrey. You can add it as you go, right? So you want to make sure that you don't over season it at first, because you can always add more. You can't take it out. So I'm going to just throw this on. Now, because it is very, ooh, some here it goes again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm gonna push that down. Aubrey, we are making a broccoli pesto sauce for a pasta dish. Aubrey's weird about what she eats. She's very picky. Camera ran away. I see. This freaking camera, dude. I swear. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit more of the stock. It smells good. Making sure my camera doesn't run away again. All right. Smells like pesto. Oh. Come here, camera. Where are you going? There you go. Alright. And it's a little salty. I didn't add any pepper, just because, like I said, Thai basil is kind of peppery. I'm gonna add a little bit. Scooch. This is the worst pepper shaker ever. I'm also gonna add, oh, there it goes. Hello. I swear, I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne to it as well, just for a little bit of spice. Obviously, this won't taste very much like basil. I know this camera, I swear. Because we are adding the broccoli to it. Yep, there it is. Just a little pinch of cayenne in there. Alright, so what's awesome about pesto, you can literally use it on anything. A lot of you will see it in like pasta dishes and things like that. But, excuse me, the cayenne got in my throat. You can also, like, if you have roasted vegetables, you can toss it in your roasted vegetables and make it seasoned that way. You can also spread it onto, like, bread, for, like, garlic bread. I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff you can do with it. What you can do is, we're going to make it into the pasta sauce, or pasta dish, but if you have a lot left over, you can throw it in a jar, and it'll be good for at least 7 days. So give it a shot on whatever the hell it is you want to put a shot on. Oh, there we go. Okay. And you can look. It's going to look like that. Let's get rid of this. Move on to the dish. So, I have a crap ton of mushrooms, and that's going to be the main star of the dish. I'm not going to chock it full of anything else. So, we're going to throw our pan onto about medium high. Got some broccoli in there already. Aubrey, how are you doing today? It actually looks like it might rain. Fingers crossed. Here in Vegas, of course. I saw some clouds and they were gray. It was beautiful. For this pasta dish, we're going to use onion. So I have a very small yellow onion. I just chopped the whole thing. Aubrey says she is sleepy. You want me to. Last night I made some fettuccine. So I have some extra fettuccine noodles. So we're going to use those. And like I said, I had a huge thing of mushrooms, and so this is going to be chock full of mushrooms. Because why not? Ooh, that one didn't get cleaned well. There we go. That's better. Make sure they all got cleaned. Because that is disgusting. Alright, so I'm going to throw in my onions first because they are tougher than the mushrooms. Put a little bit of salt. Listen here. Aubrey, you're the worst. If you don't like mushrooms, Aubrey, what would you put in your dish instead? Let's see what she says. It's going to be something weird. She doesn't even know. She doesn't even know what she's going to put in there. I just do noodles and pesto sauce. Fair enough. All right. So we're going to let our onions get a little translucent there. And then we'll add our mushrooms to it. Now, one of the things that I've learned from, I used to do one of those delivery meal services. I think it was HelloFresh, I think. But one of the things I learned that is when you're making like a homemade pasta sauce, that you can, that you would save and reserve some of the water that you use to make the pasta. So this is, I made my fettuccine noodles last night, and then what I did is I just threw in some, I just took out a couple of cups full of the pasta water to keep, and then I drained out my pasta. And what this does is it helps with adding some thickness to the sauce because the starches from the noodles have been extracted from them and it's in the water. So now it kind of helps create like a binder almost. So we've got some reserved pasta water here. If you don't have that, it's fine. You can always use just regular like stock or water. I see Aubrey says, I'm an onion green pepper kid. Hell no, green pepper wouldn't be weird. Green pepper is delicious. I was just trying to go basic with this one. I wanted the pesto to kind of shine. So my onions are starting to get a little translucent. So now I'm going to add my mushrooms to it. Let them start cooking down. Oh, I did pre-wash my mushrooms last night, so that's why I just threw them in there, or I would have washed them. One of the things I miss about kind of going whole food or vegan is the idea of not having butter. And I know they make vegan butter, but one, it's super expensive, and two, it's, you try not to use too much of it, but man, just throwing in a little bit of butter with this would be perfect. Perfect. I kind of make almost an Alfredo type consistency, and that would be delicious. But I don't have any. So what are you gonna do? Oh, and what's nice is because I did a whole head of garlic, now I could throw this into a little container, put it in my refrigerator, and then whenever I need some like really toasty tasting garlic, I can just grab this and use this. If you heat it up, if you cook it like enough, you can literally smush it, and then it's like a garlic paste. It's really tasty. So my mushrooms and onions are starting to cook down. I'm gonna make a little hole here, and then take that off. And then I'm gonna add my noodles. top. And then this is the thing I use for my walnuts. I'm just going to scoop out roughly a cup. Oh, making a mess. Hold on. There we go. There we go. And then just a little splash of the pasta water. All right, what Aubrey asked? Are they just regular fettuccine? Yes. I have not found any sort of health pasta that I like. I don't like. I like brown pasta. That's fine. Like brown, like wheat pasta. But I've tried a couple of these like other pastas, and just not a fan. Not a fan. If I could find a good one, like if you guys know a good one, please let me know down in the comments because I'd love to try it. The last one I tried was a cauliflower one, and I literally still have the box in my cabinet because I don't like throwing away food, and I feel like I should eat it, but I have no idea how to make this taste good, like at all. And it's just as me. It was other people as well said the same thing. I did a squash, I think, and it was not. Oh yeah, like spaghetti squash with the noodles. Yeah, I mean, I like spaghetti squash. It definitely is a acquired taste for sure. Right. Start heating this up. And at this point, all you're doing is really heating up your pesto sauce and your noodles. Everything else is good. Actually, what I should be doing is not making a mess. Using my tongs. Sorry about that notification, it just went off. I forgot to hit do not disturb again. Delicious. And if it starts to stick, just add a little bit more of your pasta water to the bottom. Just Googled it. It was, wait, maybe it was, oh, the pasta was made out of squash. Now you think it was yellow lentil. Yeah, I mean, if you need to use those types of pastas because of being like gluten intolerant and stuff, absolutely. But if you don't really need to use it, like, I say just go for it. The most important, like, biggest thing about pasta, whether it's white pasta or brown pasta, is really just how much we eat and then just not do anything, right? Because, you know, carbs are not bad for you. Carbs are actually delicious. And the only thing fatty about some pasta is just eating a whole box of it in one sitting and then sitting on your ass in front of the TV for 5 days, right? Carbs are a source of energy, and so if you're doing things like running marathons, going hiking the next morning, going to the gym, carbs are important. I don't know how many times I've gone to the gym just like half starving because I was like, oh, can't have some carbs, and my workout sucked. There's no point. If your workout sucks, what's the point of going, right? No, it's just for the hell. Oh, oops. Sorry, Aubrey. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are your friends. I'm talking to all of you. Carbs are your friends. All right, so here's what our dish looks like. See, it looks pretty hearty and healthy and delicious. I almost said hearty and healthy. That's not what I was trying to do. Turn off my heat. This is pretty much done. At this point, I'm going to taste it, make sure that it is pretty well seasoned. If you are eating cheese, throw a little Parmesan on top. It would be freaking delicious. A little salt, probably that's all you'll have to do. What did Aubrey just say? This is, yeah. Thank you, Aubrey. I appreciate that. Because carbs are our friends. All right, see how this tastes. not bad. Needs a little bit more seasoning. Doesn't taste, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It definitely could probably use, you know, like I said, if you're using cheese, awesome. Definitely needs some salt. It's not a strong basil flavor, so yeah, it's not strong on the basil, but it's not also strong on the broccoli either, which is kind of nice, right? Because it's not supposed to be a broccoli pasta. It's just a broccoli pesto. So add a little bit more to that. Much better with the salt. Oh, there it goes. Don't look at my dirty dishes. I did the best I could with making sure that was clean. Just a touch more of cayenne. And honestly, a little bit of garlic. Because that's all I can taste or think of when I taste pasta. I like garlic with my pasta. Like pasta with my garlic. So, alright. That's it. That was it. Just a nice, quick way, maybe a fun, different way of getting your broccoli in for the day. You know, or you have some in. And sometimes you just don't feel like eating broccoli. I know I don't. There are days I really hate broccoli. I've eaten too much of it. So there is just a quick, oh, yeah, I say a touch of cayenne and then I'm like, all over the place. I like it. It's tasty. But yeah, that's just a quick little thing that you can use your broccoli for instead of just having it as a side or really just a side. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. That was really quick. 23 minutes. The longest part of that was just really cooking the broccoli. And if you wanted to do all this all at the same time, you could literally like throw your broccoli into the oven while your pasta is cooking and then sauteing up your vegetables at the same time, so then they're already done. So if you were trying to be like super, super quick, you could literally do this all within 30 minutes. So really nice, really quick. We're gonna cut this off early today. Thank you guys so much for coming in and joining me again. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. I just started posting this onto Twitter, and I actually will probably, I think I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream as well. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, stay tuned. I've got lots of things coming up, a lot of things coming down the pipes. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Bye.